Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you on how to make a mermaid skirt with a tail behind. So if you want to know how I'll be going about it, keep on watching. I'll be demonstrating on a small piece, so you're going to follow up this process to create up your own skirt. First thing I will do is to go ahead and fold my fabric right side facing each other. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead, I'll be drawing a straight line, which is going to be my waistline. After doing so, I'll take around my waist and divide it by 4. My is 28. 28 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. I'm going to mark my hip dip line, which is 8 inch. I'm going to go ahead, connect it up with a straight line. I'll come on this my hip dip line. I'll divide around my hip by 4. Around my hip is 36. 36 divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inch. I will mark that up and take note that I will not be adding any dart for on my front piece, so I'll just go ahead and connect that up. After doing so, I'm going to measure from the waist to the knee line, which is 20, and mark that up. I'll connect it up with a straight line. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I'll take whatever I have on my hip dip line, 1/4 of my hip dip line minus 2 inch. From the 9 inch minus 2 inch, I'll be left with 7 inch. I'll go ahead and mark that up and I'm going to connect it. I'm going to measure now from the waist to the length of this top, which I'm going to work with is 32, and I'll connect it up with a straight line. Next thing I will do is to measure up whatever I have here on my hip dip line, and I'll be adding 4 inch to it depending on how flare you want it to be at the downer part. I'm going to go ahead, I'll be connecting it up like so. After doing so, what I'm going to do is I will come here at this downer part. I'm going to go up by 1 inch, but you can go up to 1.5 inch. I'm going to go ahead and connect it up, and I'll cut that up. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slant down my front piece by 1 inch. That's for it to be fitted well around the waist. I'll go ahead and refold again my fabric into 2. This time around, I make sure I'm leaving 5 inch or 10 inch. Remember, depending on how long you want your tail to be at the back. Me, I'm leaving 5 inch for now. I'll just go ahead and place up my fabric on it. After placing it up, next thing I will do now is to come here. I'll draw this knee line up straight. I'll come here. I'm going to mark 1.5 inch. And then at the hip dip line, I'll mark 2 inch. This is for your boot to sit well on it. Okay. Then I'm going to come here. I'll mark 1 inch. 1 inch. I'll go ahead now. I'll connect those points up. After connecting that up, I'm going to go ahead at this downer part. I'll connect it all the way to here. You can first of all use your straight line, or you can use your curve ruler. Make sure that it is not that sharp there. After doing so, what I'm going to do is I'll have to connect it all the way to that part that you can see me connecting up like this. Next thing we're going to do is to go ahead. We'll be cutting that up. When I'm done cutting it up, I'll make sure I notch the knee line, so I should know where exactly I'll be joining them up. After doing so, what I'm going to do is I'll come here at this downer part. I'll go up by 1 inch because I don't want it to be sharp. I want it to be in a form of a round at the downer part, as you can see. The next thing I'm going to do is to place right side facing each other. I'll go ahead and pin that up. I'll do the same thing here, pin that up. Now I'll also pin up the back. I'll be creating my dart of half inch both sides. But remember, I said I don't like adding that at my front piece. I always do so at the back piece. After doing so, you go ahead and stitch everything up. After stitching, the next thing I will do is to go ahead. I'll be joining up my waistband to it, and this is what it look like. Make sure that you leave your 7-inch for you to be able to add up the zipper. As you can see, everything came out well. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Check Anita Handmade Creation for more DIY. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.